Shalom, shalom, Yashua Allah. I'm going to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakadash, which in the Pele Batons, creating Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sister brothers, living is truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying. Show yourselves approved. Shalom. Just got through watching that Tucker Carlson, Vladimir Putin interview. Very, very interesting, Yasharala. So I'm going to look at it some more. Let all the details fall into place. As I watched it today, very intriguing. But right now I'm going to talk about a move that's about to be at play for Esau Edom, a.k.a. the white man. And this talking about their border crisis and how it's nothing but a big old plot, a trap, or a snare in order to erect the beast system. So stay me on the Yasharala, because look who they trying to put back in the office and what he's saying. He's basically saying he want to be president again. I'm talking about Donald Trump. So we're going to read this article, and as we run through it, I'm going to show you how this is nothing but a ploy in order to get that B system off the ground. To show you we're not too far from the MOTB, or the mark of the beast, being made mandatory. So check it out. It says, Trump says he will carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history if elected. Did you peep that? He said the largest domestic deportation operation. So Trump over here, hey, they have created a problem, and Trump is giving them a solution. Now, when you hear about this migrant crisis, that you can just tell is just something that's fabricated and made up. How you have a strong military, but yet you can't keep it from coming through your border? How is that even possible? If you really didn't want them to come to your border, they wouldn't come to your border. You mean to tell me you go overseas and blow people's stuff up and run through everything, but you can't protect your own borders? They're not trying to protect their borders. The brother Marak, he be feeding us all kind of information through the TikTok. You look on TikTok, it's parts of the border where ain't nobody even there. They ain't even going through there. So all this stuff is really just, like, we already knew it through the spirit, but now it's becoming evident. It's all fabricated. I remember when Trump first became president, they were busing these people through the border, giving them aid to walk through and driving them from whatever little country they're coming from in South America and busing them here and giving them aid so they can go through. It's all over TikTok. It's all at certain points. So it's all really political theater in order to create a problem. Because what they're doing is they're riling up the Karens, the scary little Edomite women and the men, the working class. It's riling them up. They're afraid to invade my country. So they let the northern tribe come through, whatever little, people they want to come through. Creates a problem. As they create the problem, then the people are going to holler for a solution. That solution is going to be devastating. It's going to be a big time surveillance system is what they're going to bring up. And once they start rounding all the northern tribes up, they'll turn around and then turn it on the American citizens, and specifically the children of Israel. That's what's going to happen. Whether it's Trump or not, whoever's the next president, they're going to implement this. But it's looking like Trump. We'll see as time progresses, if there is even a presidential election. They've been talking about they might not even do an election. So let's read what this dude doing, because he's talking that good talk to the elite bankers. He's basically saying, I want to be president again. Because watch how he talking. It says, former President Trump announces plans to carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history if he is elected to a second term in the White House. Trump, who leads the 2024 Republican primary, field by a massive margin, delivered a speech in Dubuque, Iowa, Wednesday evening, blasting President Biden for the nation-wrecking catastrophe on our southern border. Got the crisis going. It's a catastrophe. He says, under my leadership, we had the most secure border in U.S. history. Now we have the worst border in the history of the world, Trump said Wednesday. The same day, more than 4,000 predominantly Venezuelan adult illegal migrants crossed the border into Texas. Trump, Iowa, said if elected, his second term will begin by immediately terminating every open border policy of the Biden administration. Woo, you best believe the working class Edomite wants that implemented real bad. Put this on Do Not Disturb. Let's get back to it. You hear that? That he's talking that sweet talk to your working class Edomites, Yasharallah. They want that. Because they're showing the problem. Edomites don't want people that's not Edomites in their country. So he's showing them the problem. He says, following the Eisenhower model. Woo, Yasharallah, he flexing moves. So I got homework to do. I got to look up the Eisenhower, what Eisenhower did. President Eisenhower, what did he do as far as getting people out of here? So nothing new under the sun. So Trump is already about to follow a model that already happened before. He said the Eisenhower model. We will carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history, Trump said. The former president said he plans to also invoke the Alien Enemies Act. That's another law. So here go these unrighteous decrees. See, that devil, this the stuff the elites want to hear. He said the Alien Enemies Act. I'm about to do my research on that too, y'all, Charlotte. Hey, y'all do it too. Let me know what you find out. We're going to do the Alien Enemies Act to remove all known or suspected gang members, drug dealers, or cartel members from the United States. After he says will end the scourge of illegal alien gang violence once and for all. Trump also said he plans to shift massive portions of federal law enforcement to immigration enforcement. Don't that sound like slave patrol? You hear that, Yasharallah? So he gonna beef up law enforcement. He says, including parts of the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, ATF. Woo! Trump talking about he about to get them boys in blue going. So he just talking a bunch of other stuff. I'll probably put this article in the comment section so you can read it off if you want to. You know, Lord willing, I remember. And so I'm gonna go to the scriptures, man. Salakia for going so long and, you know, doing an article and not getting to the scriptures. But I just had to get that out to show you that, man, this devil's talking about enacting all kind of new policies and plans. And part of what they're not saying in that article, I'm gonna let you know, Yasharallah, that they're not talking about is that there's gonna be a massive surveillance system that comes online with that. This devil gonna pass all kind of laws to get that going. Like if you scratch your butt, they gonna see it and know about it and notify it. And they're going to, hey, in a minute, even us Southern tribe Jakes gonna get snatched up in this. Going camps, they about to really, but the devil about to come down with great wrath. About to come down with great wrath, Yasharallah. So this is nothing but a plot to get these new laws in place. They can help them get this market of the beast system in place. So this is Psalms 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of land snares privily. They say, who shall see them? So they said they encourage themselves in an evil matter. Man, these devils is telling you what they're about to do. He said the Eisenhower model. What did he say? The Alien Enemies Act. Now he's spitting out laws there and legislation they already got in place that he can bring back online when he becomes president. And the elites, they're with that. They want that. So they like, oh yeah, okay. You're talking that, you know, as long as you stick to the script, we'll let you be president. And that border cross nothing but a snare. It's totally manufactured, artificial. That's why you can see certain parts, they ain't messing with it. It's all a setup. That whole border cross is a setup just to pass new laws to take away people's rights. So they can mash in with a big surveillance, you know, technology type of system to keep tabs on everybody and sort and file everybody. As soon as all that law come into place, the MOTB is coming next, right behind it. Right behind it. You know? And look, I'm going to go get some more of the problem that the people are hollering about. You know, they put it on video. So check it out. Let's go get it. Let me show you something. Check this out, Yashrala. Look what they gonna call the saying the migrants are doing.
And new developments in the attack of two NYPD officers in Times Square last month. The Manhattan DA announcing 7 migrants in total have been indicted.
All right, Fox 5's Linda Schmidt live in Lower Manhattan with more on today's announcement and what it means for the ongoing investigation. Linda.
Well, first of all, you both know, and anybody following this story, everyone knows the DA has been taking a lot of heat in this case. Now, earlier this week on Tuesday, he announced that one of the migrants had been indicted. Now, today, the announcement that 6 more migrants have been indicted. Both the DA and the mayor making that announcement today. Go ahead and take a look at this video here. Now, DA bragged, saying that investigators have been poring over the video, the surveillance video, as well as police body cam video, and they have been interviewing witnesses. 4 of the migrants who were charged and then released without bail, where all of that controversy surrounded, well, they have now been indicted. 2 others who are still not in custody have also been indicted. One of them was originally taken into custody by the NYPD, but then later released. Now, on top of this, investigators are still trying to find 3 other suspects, and they are hoping that the public can help identify them. Now, the guy in the red jacket is described as one of the worst offenders. DA Bragg has been strongly criticized since January 27th by many in law enforcement as well as politicians and others for his handling of this case. But today, he is once again defending his actions, and the mayor is continuing to support him.
It's our obligation to apply the facts to the law as we know it at a point in time. That's what we did. That's what we will continue to do going forward, which is apply the facts to the law as we know it. And I think after this thorough investigation, we now know a lot more than what we knew before.
They have to pick apart frame by frame. They have to properly identify everyone that's involved and come up with a final conclusion. And that takes a lot of discipline because there's a lot of incoming of wanting to expedite the wheels of justice. The wheels of justice must move at an appropriate pace.
Now, as of right now, the DA's office believes that 11 migrants were involved in the attack on those police officers in Times Square on January 27th. However, the investigation is continuing, so that number could increase. Also today at the news conference, Mayor Adams saying that if these people are found guilty, the federal government should, quote, do its job and deport them. Natasha, back inside to you.
All right, Linda, thank you.
Now, as you can see, that right there is part of what they want. That's going to increase because what they did was they let these people come in, they gave them money, and they sent them, bust them to like pressure zones, like California, New York, 'cause this attack just happened, Chicago. They put them in pressure points, and then they cut their funding off. And you know how, young Jake's gonna do? They gonna start running to people's houses and committing, acts of violence. They ain't got nothing. Move me up here, cut my little federal aid off, and then what I'm supposed to do? So they're normally gonna attack the American citizens. So Esau, the work class Edomite, is all in the thrall. Like, oh, we got these. It's gonna create the chaos, and that's what they want. Then they can either go with martial law or these little acts that Trump is talking about enacting. And then once they successfully run it on the northern tribe, then they'll do it to the southern tribes. It's nothing but a big old plot, a plan. Because that's what they want to do anyway. But first they got to demonize you. This is part of that, them demonized. Like how you let that go down and then release them. You see, this happened on January 27th. And now all of a sudden, because of the outcry, now they want to go and arrest somebody, do something. And then, like you tell, this is a setup. Because this was organic, especially like some Jakes. Man, the police, man, Yashra, they been done, quick trigger finger. So that just looked like it was just a whole setup. They barely was even kicking them doing anything just to, stoke that fire. Get their insurrection going is what they about to do, what they're trying to do. Trying to get the insurrection going the way I get these laws in place. And woo, if they let Trump get back in office and he get in there, with that fire, you know how Trump is, Yasharala. He knows how to rile his base up. Let's just say that. Man, and they so ignorant, man. I know this, man. These elites are smart. They give people what they want. For the ignorant Jakes, they gave him what? Obama. You know how many bad laws and executive orders Obama passed during his term, Yasharala? But they were so miserable because he was a brown man. And now they're turning around doing the same move. Giving Edomites Donald Trump. First they gave y'all niggas Obama. They passed all their little messed up laws. Now they're doubling back. Okay, it's Esau turn. We get Edomites what they want, Donald Trump. And they're going to pass a bunch of messed up laws. I'm telling you. And this is to make the insurrection, to speed it up. So let's get back to the scriptures since I said that word insurrection, because check it out. So biblical. This is Psalms 64:2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of workers of iniquity. Esau, he doing that right now. He conjured up, man. This dude done create a big crisis. He can even get a civil war going with it. Because you got state government versus federal government, which, with government, it's all political theater. Them dudes all go golfing. Once the cameras go off, they all in on this together. This to create that war, get the people to fight against enemy they created, fight against each other, to fight over the issue. And they're creating the issue. They created this border crisis. This whole thing is a plot, and it's manufactured to get them laws they want in place. So they can deal with the people harshly. So they can yank you up, throw you in the camp. And say if you're Hispanic, you was born here. Like, you somebody say, I don't care. All Hispanics get deported. And then it's going to expand to all the other tribes getting deported or shifted or moved or whatever they're going to do. But they need a crisis to get it on. But then let me go get something else too, because I got this devil. This devil said it. This Edomite back in the day, right here. Winston Churchill, he said, never let a good crisis go to waste. And this is nothing but a crisis that they created. And you think Esau about to let this go to waste, Yasharala? Heck, no, he about to use this to the max. Like, it's really just getting started. Wait till they start cutting the funds from all these quote-unquote migrants, which are a lot of northern tribe, Israelites, cut their funding off. Because this country is already, collapsing. So when you got a bunch of people that's been displaced, that you done moved to an area like Chicago, which is already rough, California was already rough, New York, places that was like American citizens struggling. So you move people that's not even from that place, don't even speak the language. You cut their funding off, which the tension's already there because American citizens are mad that migrants are getting more funding, getting more stuff than them. So they're creating the tension, creating the war. It's going to be migrants versus American citizens. And as they fighting, Esau's going to say, I need more police force and surveillance in order to secure the country. And these Edomites are going to vote for that big time, holler for it, cry for it. Esau's going to say, I got the solution. And that solution, after a while, once it gets enacted, because it's going to be that beat system, they'll be like, oh no, I didn't really want this, but it's too late. Once them bills pass, them laws pass, that's it. They about to run that game plan. Ain't no what they say, putting the cat back in the bag. Ain't none of that. Now Esau, the elites and they wicked councils. Go back to scripture. These elites and they wicked councils, they rubbing their hands together like Birdman. Like, yeah, this is what I wanted right here. Now we can go with this operation and this agenda. Put it in motion. And like the scriptures already laid it out, what these Edomites are doing. We're going into the beast system. It's going to be enacted. It's going to be used with the technology that he has. Is how he's going to enact it. That's why they got AI going strong right now. They got robotics going strong right now. And that's what this devil's going to use in order to, get Revelation 13:16 going. Because the money's going to be digital. We're going to leave off this right here. That's why we got to praise the Lord that we in the wise counsel. And our wise counsels all over. So none of this going to come to us unawares. Like, we're not going to be unaware. Like, oh my God, we already know what this devil doing. We already know your plan. I'm just looking at why it's taking them so long to do it. I guess they're getting a lot of kickback. But nonetheless, they're going to do it. The plan is going. We're seeing it erected right before our eyes. So this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Man, these devils, this stuff old. They run the same 1-2 move every time. It's nothing really extravagant or different. That's probably why it's so hard getting off the ground, because everybody sees it. Even people that's in the world starting to see Esau plans and starting to get his devil fits. But you got a lot of people that's stupid, and they're going for the plot, the ploy. They're going for it. Esau's creating that insurrection, that tension, that sedition, which will turn around. He'll try to switch it to his favor to get laws passed using public support so that he can, crush down on you. And that's what Esau's about to do. That's what this border cross is all about. The border cross is to help enact the beast system, the MOTB system. That's what it's all about. And what better way to do that than, we're being invaded. We're being attacked. Like war, man. This devil do everything by war. It's to attack somebody. That's how this devil do. So I'm going to keep my eye on the situation and any laws, because I'm going to go back and look at the Eisenhower model and that, what he say, alien enemy. Matter of fact, go get it. Let's go look at that. I'm gonna go look that stuff up, y'all, Sharala. He said the Eisenhower model that he wanted to use, and he said there was a law he said he wanted to pass. The Alien Enemies Act. I'm gonna look into that. We're gonna look into that, see what that's about. That way we all over you, Esau. We know the laws you're about to pass, and Lord willing, the Lord keep us in the house of David. That way nothing Esau's doing is gonna work against us. So with that, I hope this has been edifying. I hope it's been informative. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah, and stay locked on this truth, because Yahweh Shai is quickly on the way. Shalom.